Slava Isusu Christu, glory be to Jesus Christ. Continue our series on a modern day martyr, Blessed Vasyl Velychkovsky. Blessed Vasyl lived through 2 world wars. In the Second World War, he was a priest. He was arrested by the Soviets towards the end of the war in August of 1945. And like many other priests, hundreds of priests, he was sent to prison. And as a priest, it was difficult. One of the difficulties, of course, was to have the divine liturgy, to be able to celebrate the holy mysteries of the body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ. Yet this was a central part of his priesthood. It had become illegal by the Soviet Union to practice being a Ukrainian Catholic. So it was very dangerous and close to impossible to have the divine liturgy in prison. But they found ways. And Blessed Vasyl would receive gifts, sometimes of bread, but often of raisins, which he would take those raisins and soak them in water and make wine of sorts, and use bread that came from home, or even use the prison bread to celebrate the divine liturgy. And where would he celebrate it? Often on his barrack bunk early in the mornings. His fellow prisoners would say they would see him huddled in the corner, and they were expecting that he were, or rather guessing that he was celebrating the divine liturgy. But he celebrated divine liturgy also in the mine shafts. We have some wonderful witnesses who were with him in those times of divine liturgy, which is done in ordinary clothing. And from those mine shafts, we have a very precious relic, which we have here in our museum, a holy spoon, a tablespoon. He had taken a tablespoon and broke off its handle. The handle became a sort of spoon to give communion to the prisoners. And the spoon itself became the chalice and the discus. It's perhaps the most precious element that we have here, item that we have here in our museum. Boris Miras, who was present at those liturgies in the mine shafts, would say how holy was that moment as they silently, quietly celebrated the divine liturgy, knowing that Jesus was their strength. That in this dark circumstances of the prison, that their light and their hope came from the crucified Lord, become present in the Holy Eucharist, and they shared in his body and blood. And that gave them strength to endure all sufferings. Blessed Vasyl said that he said the divine liturgy every day. So he found means. He valued the Eucharist. And he took and kept this spoon as a sacred object. When he came back from prison, he passed it on to Sister Innocentia for safekeeping, who after, when the church became free, handed it to a priest, Father c.s.s.r, who then gave it to us. So we're very grateful that we have Blessed Vasyl's chalice that he used in Vorkuta during his first arrest. This chalice, this spoon, sacred spoon, speaks to us of Blessed Vasyl's great devotion to the Holy Eucharist, to this holy mystery of Jesus' body and blood, and how he valued that and cherished that. May we who are now free in a free world also cherish the holy gift, the precious gift of the most holy Eucharist. Slava Isusu Christu, glory be to Jesus Christ.